Hey everyone, still in lesson 5, but we are now on level 7, choosing your own adventure, where we're practicing using enhanced for loops with 2D arrays, and we'll be using the theater, or sometimes just the console. But let's get down here to food trucks. I've not looked at any of these yet, so I'm jumping into these blind, but we'll see what's here, and we'll see what we can do. So the owner of a Joyful Pastries food truck has stored the inventories for each food truck in a 2D array. So here is my array over here. I'm going to, of course, do the usual. There you go. So it looks like an array. Those are the inventories. Got it, got it, got it. And so each row represents a food truck, and each column represents cakes, cookies, and pies. So food truck 1 must have sold, has an inventory, 25 cakes, 17 cookies, and 22 pies. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. And the owner wants to know if any food trucks have quantities of desserts that are greater than a specific amount. So in the owner class, we're going to write the has minimum method using enhanced for loops to return true if any food truck has a quantity of dessert that is more than the parameter minimum value, otherwise return false. So let's go back to this and let's go to the owner. And so we want to traverse the inventories. This is going to return a Boolean. And we're going to traverse the inventories of the array and return true if any food truck has a quantity of desserts more than the minimum value, otherwise return false. So what I want to do is by default, I want to assume the worst. So I am going to create a Boolean value that is going to be false to start with, and dessert quantity, is going to equal false. And so we're assuming the worst. And so as we traverse the array, if we find a value that's greater than that minimum value, then we will return true. And so let's see what happens. So for this is an integer array, which is a truck in the inventories. And then for each integer, this is, I'll call it the count in each truck. And if count is greater than the min value that is set, I want to return true. I think I should probably, instead of going return true there, I will go dessert Q equals true, and then I will return dessert Q down here. And then we go to the food truck runner class and we call the has minimum. So let's see what it does. So let's see. We are going to go system.out.println, and we want Jesse.has minimum. I don't know what that minimum is going to be. Let's say it's 10. True. So let's run our test and see what happens. That's good. All our checks came up. So let's see. What if we picked 30? If we picked 30, it should be false because none of those. Yeah. See, so none of those had false. So that's good. Our test checked out true, or checked out correct. So I feel pretty good about that.